Do they need to deport illegal aliens?
Where they're currently terrorizing and traumatizing our communities. What we also need to make sure is that we have elected officials who are creating a pathway of opportunity for people who are currently undocumented.
Is this the Democratic position for 26?
Absolutely. First of all, it's good to see you in the new year. You know, no one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress. It's just not what my plan was.
Baby, because these people, they are crazy, because they always talk about how Christian they is. Yeah, I don't know how many of them on that side are getting divorced because they getting caught up sleeping with their co-workers, staffers.
Justin J. Pearson, and I'm running for president of BSG. There are a few reasons that we're running this campaign this year. One has to do with representation. How can we represent all voices in a conversation? I wanted to do this by partnering with organizations from the Boone Democrats to the Boone Republicans. I want to bring together different voices, dissenting voices, voices that may be more liberal or more conservative, in order that we can reach a point of sort of the radical middle.
Here, you've had 3 strikes laws, mass incarceration, denied us of who we are, and we are still here. And today, you'll take the only majority black district from us. But I want you to know, and I want my nephew, sons, and the future to know, no matter what you do, no matter how much you try and break us and make us bend and make us quit, we will still be here.
Might have to drop a dime on this.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stop it.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
Alright, y'all, we back with another video, man. Y'all know how we do. Always pushing health, wealth, and a better understanding of self. So, y'all see that this Justin Pearson is another example of Jasmine Crockett. Alright, I feel like both of them was groomed. Y'all seen the video I did before and after with Jasmine Crockett and Justin Pearson. They're grooming these black people in the Democrat Party to speak for us because, you know, that's what they got to do. Because when they got to go against the real, and you got to kind of persuade real black people, it's going to be hard. And their act is not working. Even Jasmine Crockett, Justin Pearson, they're failing miserably. Okay, we see right through this. Okay, your talking points, everything is too dim. You cannot run. Black people is not going to support nobody out here that's sounding like the Democrat Party. If you got all of these talking points, we already going to start calling you out. Shout out to all of the independent media, okay, that's really standing on business and making it hard for these people to play games with the lineage.
Right now, my brother, Allison, Lauren are being arrested by the state troopers because they refused to move when Cameron Sexton said so. He cleared the gallery for no clear reason. Even people on the House floor did not understand why. And now all these troopers and folks are actually arresting them and taking them down to booking. I'm going to talk to our Nashville lawyers to see what's supposed to happen. But this is what tyranny does. This is what white supremacy does. This is it trying to force us to capitulate. Yeah. And I appreciate y'all not capitulating. And I'm going to take the votes. I'm going to speak up and speak out. But this is the problem with our democracy. This is the problem when white supremacy rules and governs and guides instead of democracy.
Come on.
Where are you going? Where the car?
We're going into the van.
We're going into a van right now.
I love you.
Look at this. Hi, buddy. I love you. You want to get your phone? Or you want to get this? Okay. And I got your code. I love you so much. All right. It's all right. Fine. Okay. I love you. Proud of you. We love you. Proud of you. Ain't gonna let nobody turn us around.
Okay, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. So, I'm gonna let y'all see this clip. Now, when you watch this clip, you're gonna see that it's so many white liberals there. And it almost seemed like you would think that Justin Pearson would be talking, you know, how he's saying and holding his fist up, he'd be talking to black people. Now, it's a black man with him, but it's also a whole bunch of white liberals, and he's talking about white supremacy. So it's like, and we know all white people ain't down with the white supremacy, but it's just confusing. This is not gonna work. Okay, you need to really be talking about policy and change. He sounds like a Democrat Party. Sounds like he got, you know, Trump derangement syndrome. It's like I'm tired of hearing about how whites. What are you gonna do about it? But we know these politics is games. We not on neither side. We want what's good for us, and we go in there. But check out this clip, man. Let me know what y'all think.
We have to abolish ICE. We have to abolish the Customs and Border Patrol in the way that they currently exist and replace them with something that actually does the work that we need for them to do, and that is effective at holding these people in this administration accountable. I'll tell you what the work is not. The work is not killing American citizens.
You said the work we
in
need
our
them to
community.
do. I'm interested in your opinion. What is the work that we need them to do?
Absolutely. One, the work is not killing American citizens.
No,
it's
what
not
is the work we need them to do?
Well, first, let's look at what they don't need to do. They don't need to go into communities like Memphis,
Do they need to deport illegal aliens?
where they're currently terrorizing and traumatizing our communities. What we also need to make sure is that we have elected officials who are creating a pathway of opportunity for people who are currently undocumented.
Do we need a federal law enforcement agency to deport illegal aliens, yes or no?
We do need a federal law enforcement agency that deals with immigration, that doesn't kill people.
To deport illegal aliens,
what we
yes or no?
do also need is laws that make sure that people who are undocumented...
Is there a single illegal alien that you would deport?
You know, this is what I want you to focus on.
Is there one?
I want you to focus on. There are a lot of people in this country and in this community, in our communities, that have done so much to make them better, and we need to be prioritizing how we create opportunity and access for them.
Is this the Democratic position for 26?
The
that there are no illegal aliens that should be deported?
The Democratic position in 26 is that we don't terrorize American citizens, we don't terrorize undocumented people,
if you were advising Democrats in 26, would you advise them to answer this question this way, that you can't say there is a single illegal alien that should be deported by the federal government?
What is shocking to me is that you think you can narrow the challenges of immigration,
There's 20 million
that you can challenge the issues of immigration into one yes or no question, when the reality is the policies and practices
should we follow the law
of
is
this
the yes or no question.
administration have led to the deaths of American citizens and has not produced the results that
no deportations. That's the Democratic position.
All right, so there y'all see it, man. This Justin Pearson is, you know, he's the new head shield that they pushing out on us. Okay, they trying to be able to influence the younger people with them. You know, and I see the play. We all see the play, but it's not working. It's not working, you know. He sounds very old school. Sounds like he was born in the 50s, you know. You know, he sounds like an old man, but they had to groom him for this. They had to make him have that voice to where it was going, you know, try to impact us. But it's not impacting us at all, man. But we're going to be looking at any other shields that they putting out there, but all of our talking points, we see that being recycled. If y'all didn't check out that last video, we seeing the Democrats is really crashing out. This is the worst I've seen the whole party. I mean, and I've probably been really paying attention to the politics probably like the last 3-4 years. Other than that, I didn't really, you know, I tapped into it, but didn't really care about it. But now, I've been seeing it, and I'm seeing the people are not trusting the politics no more. So it's like trust is a big issue right now, and it's hard, man, because we feel like any politician is just too much money for them to do right. But we got people that's, you know, joining Congress that's telling us that, hey, they down with FBA. We got a couple people that's on the channel we're gonna be pushing out. They say they down with the policies. We got a lot of people now, FBA, that want to get into these positions, and we should be. We got to infiltrate it because they're getting a bag, and we got to be able to infiltrate, know what's going on, and pass down some information, man. But we not falling for the Uncle Lukes and the Pearsons and the Jasmine Crockett's and everybody else who's stealing our talking points to try to sell their campaign. It ain't working, and we growing and getting stronger. So I want to know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. Who does Justin Pearson sound like to you? I'm trying to put a name on it, who they tried to groom him after, but he sound like an ancestor, in my opinion. You know, I hear some people saying like Malcolm X, but let me know who you think, man. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.
A community must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax bases for your own people. You should at least control 4 basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.